Good morning. Welcome to Shaman's Corner. Today we're on tea inspiration number 2. Again, for those of you who don't know, I got this gift, and here's this tea box with all the inspirations up to 16 days. So Monday through Friday, I'm going to do one of these teas out of the box, and we're going to utilize the affirmations as a topic of conversation. So today, the tea that we're going to be working with it's got a little foot on it, if you could see. I know the words are backwards. So the topic today is when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. So that's our topic today. Also, you're probably wondering who's this lady next to me. So today I have a little special guest, which is Margaret. Say hello, Margaret.
Hello out there.
So say something a little quick about who you are and...
Well, my name is Margaret Page, and I'm an energy worker, and I've been studying and hanging around with D'Alva for a couple of years now. She's really helped me along my spiritual path. And I'm founder of Sky Dancer Rainbow Medicine Lodge, which is a group that meets in Congress, Arizona. We do ceremonial drum circles, we do sound bath meditations. Everyone watching this is always welcome to join us. Just get in touch with me. I can give you directions and the schedule and all that. And I'm going to be doing this today. So
I put her on the spot.
Talk about go with the flow.
So, those of you just popped on, again, I'm going to repeat what the topic is when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. We're just talking ahead of the time because we had the conversation about the affirmation, about when you figure out your self-worth, then you find it harder to be around those who don't. And one of the things that we talked about was when in the beginning stages, when you realize your worth and you decide, you know, some of the people I'm around, I don't want to be around them anymore, we decide we walk away. But then when we walk away, we realize that lonely feeling yet, that feeling of there isn't many people around. And it's because we have to venture out and find like-minded people. So it does take time. So you will experience that loneliness period. And that's normal. So don't feel so bad when you walk away from a lot of people and then you feel alone, that there's something wrong with you. It's just part of the birthing phase of a new connection with people. You're going to bring in a different group of people. It's one of these things that it's a process. And for me, I was telling Margaret that when I first started doing that transition and I started releasing people who I just felt like weren't in alignment anymore, you know, it did feel like a sense of loneliness. And then I had my small group of people. But then all of a sudden when COVID happened too, and this is very common, is that because we're so isolated, practicing social distancing, we're starting to really see the people that we were friends with no longer communicating with us. So either they're not calling you on the phone, they're not texting you anymore, they're not even, talking to you through social media. You're not having that personal connection anymore, and you're kind of wondering. Also, it kind of goes both ways. You got to take that extra step, and you have to, contact them just as well. But I think we come to realize that certain groups of people become more of acquaintances than they are close friends. So if you're feeling alone right now, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm your friend. You wanna message me, we can go back and forth. I'm learning to get the hang of Zoom so I can do the Zoom thing too. And I'm creating that community gathering on Sundays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to connect that way, because for me, I like personal connection. I like it to socialize and not always teaching to everybody, but also learning from everybody too. I like to hear everybody else's story. I like to hear their wisdom, and that's part of ways that I grow too. So this gathering that we have on Sunday, which I just barely started it last Sunday, is a great opportunity to get to have your questions answered, or sit and talk about and bring up a topic that all of us can talk about and work through together. So, Margaret, what are ways that you find to socialize through this COVID situation when it came to friendships?
Well, when the first wave hit, when we first were introduced to the virus, and people were kind of extremely cautious. Some of them were panicking. I did discontinue our circles, the drum ceremonial drum circle and the sound bath, for actually a number of months, and I just so missed the community that we had built. And I'm experiencing right now that there are people that were in my group I considered my spiritual family. Their energy has either changed or my energy has changed, but we just don't seem to be connecting on the same wavelength. So, when the tea says that some people will fall away, I'm experiencing that right now. And I've felt very lonely, very much alone. Like, I'm going to lose my family. I'm going to lose my spiritual family. And, so I'm trusting that, it's all going to be new. We'll be starting up again with our groups, and those that are led to come will come, and those that don't have their own journey, and that's okay. And we'll just see what happens. We'll see what Spirit has in store. I just really trying very hard just to stay open and go with the flow and not put any expectations on it, and not be judgmental. Those that perhaps in the past had been part of the group that will no longer be part of the group, that's their journey. They've come to a crossroad and taken another path, and that's okay. We're all on different paths. So I guess that's how I've related to it. I really understand feeling lonely, And, you know, I read something really interesting the other day, how, you know, we might feel lonely, but the reality is we're really not alone.
Right.
And I have to keep that consciously in my mind, that I might be feeling lonely, but that's not the reality. The reality is I'm not alone. You know, I can reach out. I can connect with Dialva. I can connect with other people in my area, and not in my area, all over the country, really, with you know, the gatherings that I go to. So it's an illusion that I'm alone.
I think we take for granted when we were socializing that it was so much easy to network at an event, or you know, we could wait to a specific event happens throughout the year, and then we get to see those people again, and it's something that you get excited about. But because the social distancing and everything has happened, it's that all these events got put on hold. And now it's like, what do we do? You know, we just kind of social distancing, isolate, bring inside. Some of us were very open very quickly in the beginning and started utilizing social media as an outlet to reconnect with people. And some people were just, you know, irritated and frustrated with trying to maneuver through social media. You know, some people have been avoiding it because it's just like technology is not something, it's not their thing. But now it's a necessity now also to connect with other people. And so it's important for you to figure out what is your niche. Is your niche to make phone calls? Because I do have people who prefer phone calls, and I still have people who have landlines. You know, go figure. And so they prefer calling. So I will have to schedule something in my schedule to say, give this person a call, because I know they don't use social media. I know they're out in the middle of nowhere sometimes. Just a simple thought of saying, hey, how are you? I use a lot of mail. I like to write to people all over, so I prefer doing that. That way they could read it at their leisure, or give me a call when they get the letter, or write me back. Thank you for tuning in. Leave all your comments. Much love to all of you. And thank you, Margaret, for jumping in on here with me.
Thank
I really
you.
enjoyed that.
Inviting me. It was fun.
So I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Bye.
tea number 3. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.